Well, there's a green flag, which is the start flag, and unusual these days to even see flags at a racetrack. What they've done now is most of them are off timing, off light system. There's a light system up there, but that's the way they do it. Still certainly part of the thing. You've always got a checkered flag. That's a significant part of the race, especially if you're winning. But the green flag is something that is not too much in fashion these days. Well, it's actually there's a bit of a psychology to that, because a lot of people tend to read the starter. I remember at Greymouth a couple of years ago, we had the local mayor decided to start the first race, and it was an absolute fiasco because they hadn't sort of set any training instructions, and the people were sort of seeing a little bit of movement and going, well, they were, because races are races, they want to get off the line as soon as possible, and it's quite a risky sort of thing when this particular person, who wasn't a trained MNZ official, you don't actually have to be to do it. They had no experience, they were just jiggling around, and people sort of thought, well, that's the start of the flag drop, and that is one of the reasons for lights, because the lights, you can't sort of predict what's going on. The lights are controlled up in the control room. Normally what you'll get is between a 1 and a 5 second window of opportunity, and that means the starts, which is a very critical part of the race in terms of results, but also in terms of safety. The starts are so much more precise, and when you can't read that body language. There's been a whole psychology of over all the years of, you know that particular guy, and you know as soon as he does that, he's ready to do it. Or girls, a lot of ladies done it. But anyway, let's get back onto the race track, and right now we've got the 50cc class out there, and we've got some competitors. I've actually got to sort of refresh my memory on what all these college names. The Freiburg is Freiburg High School, JPCR is there. Now I don't remember what that is. TARA is Tararua. Just looking, we've got a FAHS, and I think that's the Fielding Agricultural High School. MRRC, just looking through, MRRC looks like the Manawatu Road Racing, Miniature Road Racing Club, that's what it is, Manawatu Miniature Road Racing Club, that's what that will be. So in previous years we've had competitors as far away as Timaru turn up, and all over the countryside. I think I remember some Rotorua, maybe some Tauranga people, but of course a lot of schools have been shut for so long that this, like everything in life at the moment, has taken a fair bit of a hit. But let's look out onto the track and see who's who in this 3-lap race with 2 laps to go. To Tanakai Aranui there on 1:38.405. Next competitor, Lucas Belcher, is on a 1:44. So that's 6 seconds lead there for the first bike. Doesn't quite look like 6 seconds as they're coming across the thing, but on the same token, most of my life I've been commentating the big bikes up into the 1300cc super bikes and that, Formula 1 bikes, and a gap like that could be just 1 second. But right now the lap times are telling me that there's about 5 seconds, 6 seconds gap between first and second. So to Tanakai Ranui goes through there in first place. He's done, look at that, the lap times have closed up at 38.075 for him, 38.477 for Lucas Belcher, but already enough of a lead there. We see the first bike there, number 259, go round the Toyota corner. In fact, he's got that whole sweeping corner in the lead. A bit of a battle going on between second and third place. Have we got a time gap there? No, we don't have a time gap, but that will be Joshua Clark in third place there on the 569 machine. Hamish Belcher there in the next position there. Ben Johnson, Finn Callahan, Sachs, Sean Brown. Oh, heavens. Somebody's upside down in the middle of the track. The bike broke in half, did it, or whatever? Oh, he's having a tantrum? I don't know. Somebody pointed that out. I didn't see what was going on. It could well be the lead bike there, and they are laying down in the middle of the track. It's probably, I hope they've given the officials a thumbs up. Normally somebody tries to get up pretty quickly just to indicate that they don't need medical assistance. This is the last lap, but the bike's lying on the track, the yellow flag's out there, and you'll notice the yellow flag waving. That means there's more of a serious incident. Be prepared to stop or at least slow down substantially. If the yellow flag is actually in static position, it's not such a critical issue there. So we might actually be able to see whether it was possibly the lead bike. In fact, let's look at them coming across the checkered flag, taking the checkered flag. No, it wasn't the lead bike. So, yep, somebody else partway through the field has had a bit of an issue there. So we had 11 people or 10 people start that out of a possible 15 competitors entered. And that is race 4. Let's have a look at race 4 list. Just flicking through my program to find out where we are. Race 4 50cc, and that's supported by Streeter Motorcycles, the local fielding motorcycle shop. So Tūtanikai Ranui there takes the win, and in second place we have Lucas Belcher, then Hamish Belcher, 280 and 286. They're both Tararua College competitors. JPCR, now is that John Paul College? I think that's so I can't think of any sort of district that has JP as their titles. So we'll work that one out. I've got to think back at least 2 years ago when I was here, and I've done about quite a number of motorcycle race meetings in between. Usually I'd have to flush the information out of one so you don't get tied up with duplicate race numbers. So Ben Johnson there took 4th place there with Sean Brown in 5th place there. Sean going through there on the 71 machine in 5th place. Joshua Clark still ready to come across the start line, or our timing system hasn't quite picked him up. Joshua Clark's gone through there, and then Jaden Glendinning, Cameron Williams. We've seen Joseph Bowles go through there. Still 2 bikes on the track, so that will be Finn Callahan Sachs, I think, and I guess somebody's transponder's not working. Oh no, Joshua Clark, Joseph Bowles and Finn Callahan Sachs. So one of those 3 there is the one lying down, and in fact they're gone now. I'm just having a bit of a giggle to myself. I don't think I've ever seen flag marshals out there attending incidents on bicycles, but it was commonplace in the old days. It's just they don't usually leave their post, but that's a good system to do it. They go and tell the rider what to do, and of course that is partly because they can actually tell the rider to pick their bike up and carry it back to the pits if they're okay, rather than delay things with sending a backup vehicle. So that's it. Not a bad race for some of those competitors out there.